I am not gonna lie, I am really not looking forward to this cycle to the gym. It is absolutely hammering it down. The roads are pretty flooded, and it's also super cold, so not a pleasant cycle today. But nevertheless, I'm out here on the way to the gym, and we got a nice chest day to look forward to, so you know, no complaints, other than the fact that it's raining and I'm cold. I've got a spare change of clothes today, which is a result of the last few times I've cycled to the gym in the rain. I've been absolutely soaked to do my workout, and like I just can't be arsed with it again today, so I've got I've got a pair of shorts in my bag. I would not normally be wearing shorts in this weather. Just to change into when I get there, so I'm not totally wet. My top will probably still be a bit wet, but I've got a coat on, so it should hopefully be okay. I had a bit of a rocky start to today. I was very distracted in my meditation. I was very tired. I actually nearly fell asleep. Nothing like in particular I was thinking about. I just could not concentrate. And I think that is partly because I had a decent sleep, but I just didn't get enough. I don't listen to my own advice. I need to be sleeping at least 8 hours a night, and I think I got barely 7, so it's not good enough. Not good enough. But today I'm gonna hit chest. I'll eat my post-workout meal, and then I'll pretty much just go to bed, and I'll play a bit of catch up, and hopefully tomorrow I can start off on a better foot. But I feel better now. It's now the evening, so I've had the day to sit on my thoughts, and when I got to work things did get a bit worse. Not worse, but it's literally been raining from the second I woke up till, well, now it's still raining. And so like my gloves were completely soaked before I'd even like started doing anything. I didn't want to like get my phone out to film anything I did today, just because I don't really like getting my phone out and getting it wet, so I avoided that. So there's no footage today. I haven't done any footage for a while. I want to get back onto that. But the hedge, I was doing basically a bunch of hedges today, which if like the sun was out and it was nice and bright, it would have been really cool thing to time lapse and film, because I was doing a lot of the super big hedges, which don't like get done very often. The ones I'm doing haven't been done for like 2 or 3 years, so well, I guess you'll never see those hedges. Well, not unless I'm still doing these in 2-3 years time. I don't know if I'm going to still be doing this job in 2 or 3 years time. Anyway, it would have been cool to film, but I didn't film them. But I also couldn't get the hedge trimmer working. I think just because it was cold, it was wet. We haven't used the hedge trimmer for a long time, the long reach one. And we've just got a new long reach head, the actual like blade part. So I think that combination just, I don't know, just made it a bit of a bitch to get going. It took me like 15 minutes just to get the bloody thing going. I should probably take it into the old shop and get it checked, to be honest, because it should not be taking that long to get going. But then yeah, when I did then get it going, I started trying to cut the hedges, but I fell off the ladder a couple times because the ground was super uneven. I didn't hurt myself at all, so I am okay. But yeah, it just sort of like, that series of events just amalgamated into this frustration, I guess is probably the right word. But you know, I didn't really read too much into it. I kept myself plugged in. I didn't keep to my 3-hour rule of music and podcasting, so I thought today was because of what had gone on in the morning and whatnot, I thought, fuck it, like, I need to give myself something to distract myself. And I guess that's what it's for. I've realized that, like, using technology in that way, like using my headphones to listen to music, and actually, like, when I'm using my big Sony headphones, like, they have the sound cancellation on. So when I'm using the hedge trimmer, which is like a foot away from my ear, I'd much rather listen to my music than the fucking insanely high-pitched revs of the engine. So, and it's also probably safer for my ears as well. Oh shit, my foot nearly slipped off. Yeah, so I used my music as a means to distract myself, and then when I got home, I edited a few of these talks, and I also edited up a YouTube video and posted that for my Formula 1 channel. So yeah, I was productive when I got in, and I feel like I should have meditated after work, but I felt like at the time the way I had to deal with that mood was to just do something that was going to be rewarding, and I feel like I did that. I got a bunch of stuff done, so yeah, now I'm coming to the gym, and albeit it's raining and a bit miserable cycling in the dark in the pissing rain, but you know, it's going to make me so much more grateful in 6 months' time when I'm at work in shorts and a tank top and getting a tan on, you know, in the nice hot sun. So that's what these days are for. It's a whole process of delayed gratification. It's a bit shit in the moment. I kind of like understand now what people mean by seasonal depression. I'm not depressed by any stretch of the imagination, don't get it twisted. But I now, having worked almost a full winter outside, where I'm feeling the elements every day. I'm feeling the cold and the wet, the snow, the hail. I'm feeling all that shit day to day. And you know, it does have an effect on your mood. Like I felt the effects of it. Jesus Christ, this is like a literal water slide. I do feel the effects of it, and it does have an effect on my mood. But you know, I'm aware of it. I don't let it like cripple my whole life, you know. We just acknowledge it and we move on. We get on with the day. But yeah, man, I can't wait for summer now. I think it's funny because I can almost guarantee in the summer at some point it's going to be like a 35-degree day after 2 weeks, after like 2 months of no rain. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm fucking ready for winter now. And I feel like that's the cycle of being a Brit in the UK. You're just constantly like, your mood is dictated by the weather. And we always talk about the weather. I think it's quite a cute trait that we have, to be honest. That we obsess over the weather and what the weather's doing. But I don't like let it get to me too much. Like some people will literally think like their whole day is ruined because it's raining. And, you know, like, yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I'm not gonna like let the rain on its own just put me in a bad mood for the day. But yeah, I had a rocky start to the day. I managed to get through the day. The day actually went pretty quick, all things considered. And yeah, I had one of the clients I was working at today gave me a cake they made, which was pretty nice. A different one to the one that gave me a fairy cake a couple weeks ago. Holy fuck, this road is so bad, man. For a brief moment I thought I was coming off there. I had to swerve. There's a massive pothole like on the cycling line down this road, and I shit you not, it's like a foot deep. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, if I went down that, it would be game over for me, I think. Yeah, I just swerved out of the way, but either side of it, there's just these other two great big potholes, so you have to like do a double swerve and hope you don't fucking slide off the road. Anyway, any bloody way. I think a lot of people don't understand the process of delayed gratification. A lot of people chase like such short-term highs, and I feel like many people struggle to set like a long-term goal that they can like wake up to every single day and, you know, have something to grind for, something to work for, something to aim for, something that gets them out of bed every day, something that they're not necessarily gonna like, you know, you can't climb Mount Everest every day, but you can do like training climbs to practice, get acclimatized to the altitude and practice long distance walks and stuff in preparation to one day climb Mount Everest. Like, the goal doesn't have to be too big, but I think finding like I've spoken about this before, finding like a constant in your life that just keeps you going. And it's super important. I think it's what drives us, it's what keeps us motivated, what keeps us happy. That shit's good, it's like a drug. And I think that's why I enjoy working so much, because, you know, I feel like I'm not necessarily making huge progress. Like I've never been good at, part of the reason why I left school early is because I hate exams. I think the exam format in UK schools is absolutely abysmal. You spend like GCSEs, for example, 3 years of your life, or maybe it's 3 years of your life, like building up to this 2-hour long exam that gives you a little grade that dictates what you can and can't do, where you can and can't go. And I've just thought that system is so like tapped, because I really struggle with like those sorts of short-term performance things, like an exam, like an interview, like a test. I hate like that feeling of being put on the spot. I really struggle in those moments. And that's something this year I want to force myself to, you know, put myself out of my comfort zone and do those sorts of things, because I think it's an important skill to be able to develop. But anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought. Fuck, where was I going with that? I was on a roll. I don't like tests. Oh, yeah. What I am really good at is getting up every day and making a little bit of progress. Just chipping away a little bit. Being consistent. That's what I'm good at doing. You know, I'm not going to wake up one day, go to the gym once and suddenly have 22-inch biceps. No. I wake up every day, I go to the gym 5-6 days a week, and I put the work in to get the 22-inch biceps. I don't think I want 22-inch biceps. That's pretty fucking big. You get the point though. And that's a form of delayed gratification. I mean, I guess with school, like, the work you put in to do your exam at the end of it is a form of delayed gratification. Like, you're putting in the hours to study and to learn how to answer questions and shit. That's a whole other point of why I hate exams. They're literally, you learn how to pass them, you don't learn how to learn in school, in my opinion. Well, you do learn how to learn, but a big part of how you progress in the academic world is just learning how to pass, as opposed to learning how to learn. That's where you see the success. I think that's where I kind of fell short at school. Is I never did like practice exam papers or stuff in my spare time when I probably should have. I was just so like hyper focused on learning how to memorize like different subjects and topics and stuff, when actually that was not the right way of going about it. Oh. I hope you can hear me. My microphone is in my coat, so it might be a little bit quiet today, but I'll try and crank it up. My toes are a bit cold as well. They're a bit wet, but fuck it. Fuck it, dude. I'll warm up once I'm in the gym and I'm mashing my chest out, innit? But yeah. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. Super important. I might do a whole talk. This was a bit of a random talk today. I didn't even mean to start talking about delayed gratification, so I might do a whole one of these on this topic.